Hey guys, it's Brad from Probate Resource. Today I want to talk about a topic. This pertains to Georgia. This is something here in Georgia, and it's called a no will, no administration. And it's I would say a less common utilized process in probate in Georgia. And actually, I'm here with Josh Rand. Josh is my real estate attorney here in the state of Georgia that I close all of my deals with. I've been closing my deals with you guys for years. And Josh has done a few no will, no admins for me. So Josh, can you talk a little bit about when someone might use this no will, no admin?
Sure. Whenever I'm examining a probate estate, one of the first questions I have to ask is, what are the assets that need to be handled or dealt with? And in a lot of instances, maybe the property is really the only thing at issue or in question. And in that instance, I think we've talked about prior videos where we've referenced back to the Georgia probate forms. It's just a formality of filling out a form to the court. It identifies the heirs, it identifies the properties, and then identifies the distribution of the property or the percentage of ownership. And basically, it's almost as simple as filling out the form, sending it over to the court, and the court kind of signs off on it. The one difficulty would be is if there's a mortgage. And if there's a mortgage, I don't quite understand why it works this way, because in most of the instances where we're doing this, we're actually paying off the mortgage. But you do have to notify the court that there is a mortgage, that information does get sent to the mortgage company, who then kind of signs off on it as well, or has an opportunity to object. But yeah, I don't know. I hope I didn't make that overly complicated.
No.
But again, the probate forms are pretty straightforward. And if the only asset to convey or that's of concern in these particular instances, then perhaps a no will, no administration is a proper vehicle.
Yeah, because it's a little bit faster than the other means, right? It's a little bit more of I call it a fast track through probate. But again, like you said, it's usually only if there's, only real estate for sale in the estate, right? If you're dealing with an estate that's a lot more complicated, there's a lot more assets involved, a lot more heirs involved, it would really behoove you to reach out to a probate attorney to help you out with that, to advise you on this. While you can do probate yourself with maybe a simple estate, the more complicated estate you get, the more heirs involved, the more assets. It's generally a good idea to consult with a probate attorney and have that. And also, I mentioned this in other videos, so we'll talk about it again. A lot of people are hesitant to consult with a probate attorney because obviously it costs money, right? It's thousands of dollars usually. But there are ways to alleviate that. And at Josh's firm, we do this all the time, where a lot of the probate firms that I work with here in Georgia, we'll just have them invoice Josh's office, and it just gets paid out as a line item on the closing statement. So the estate doesn't have to worry about fronting, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 in probate costs right up front to probate an estate. They usually just pay a small retainer fee up front to the probate attorney, and the rest just gets paid out as a lump sum at closing. And you send the check to the closing to the probate attorney, and everybody's happy, right?
Yeah.
So, if you're worried about the monetary aspect of hiring a probate attorney, there are ways to sort of alleviate that cost a little bit. So don't let that hold you back, because the last thing you want to do is fill out all these forms or do something incorrectly. You get before the probate judge, and the probate judge is not going to have any mercy on you. He's going to say, hey, you did this wrong, or he's going to smack you on the wrist for modifying the forms, right? So you want to make sure that you're doing it right, and really the best way to do that is to consult an attorney. By the way, we've got a network of probate attorneys that we work with all across the country. If you want to work with one of our preferred attorneys, we'd be happy to refer you to them, or you might already know somebody in your local market. So Josh, thanks again for your time. Again, I'm Brad with probateresource.com. We're a real estate solutions company specializing in probate and inheritance properties. We do buy properties for cash, or if you feel like you want to go the traditional route, maybe list the property with an agent, get top dollar for that property. I actually have a hand-picked network of real estate agents I work with all across the country that are probate and inheritance specialists. Be happy to refer you to one of those agents. If you feel like you want to work with our firm, please just visit our website. You can go to probateresource.com. There's a web form there on the website, or you can pick up the phone and call the number there on the website. A member of our team will be happy to discuss your situation and figure out if you might be a good fit. So thanks again for your time watching this video. Josh, thanks for your time. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.